What's up, everybody? We are back for another Think About It Thursday, and here is the thought for today. I want you to think about, how are you handling hard? I want you to think about, how are you handling hard? We talked about last week, is it worth turning back? No, I have not turned back. However, things have been hard. And I had to ask myself, how am I handling this? How am I actually getting through this? I'm gonna get emotional today because I'm literally going through this right now. So I found that I may not be handling it the best way. I go to counseling, as y'all already know, and she always tells me to reframe. I do not think I've been doing a good job of reframing. Other times I find myself not wanting to pray, not wanting to sing worship songs. So I could be handling it better. Let me say that. And so I wanted to come up here and ask you guys to think about, how are you handling hard? I just want to get to the ultimate example, and that's Jesus. Jesus went through some hard things, and he had to handle it in a way that would show us how to handle it, and not crash out. Let me help you, and let me help myself. All right, so first of all, don't avoid it. Talk about how you feel. Tell somebody what you're going through. If you can't express it, just sit there and try to think about exactly what it is that you're feeling. Jesus did it in the Garden of Gethsemane. He said exactly how he felt. He didn't want to go through it. Blood, sweat, tears, so forth and so on. Do not bottle it in. The second thing is, stay grounded, okay? Understand what your purpose is. There's power, pleasure, and pain in purpose. Remember what your purpose is. I'm thinking, the ultimate goal is my purpose, okay? Jesus did the same thing. He knew he was coming here to die on the cross for our sins, and no matter what the people did, said, whatever, he had to go through with it. The other thing is pray. Jesus did it all the time. They was getting on his nerves. It was pissing him off. He had to go somewhere and pray. You gotta pray. You gotta talk to the Lord. He wants to be your strength in these weak moments. So you gotta let him do it. Okay? Pray. And then the last thing is, let people help you. Jesus depended on his disciples to be there for him in his time of hard. And you're gonna have to let people be there for you in your time of hard. All right? I want you to think about, how are you handling hard? Just think about it.